to deal with right now for a bit. Couple of shots missing, going past. He's going to see a couple towards Hell. Needs to start taking a few of these kills with him. Cello Bit and Jota taking picks between them. And it's just down to Fang and JT left alone.
Coach coming through on the server early. Bit gets himself on the board. These last two players should be in real trouble for Complexity. JT just looking for any way in, and there are a couple of ways in. Complexity players are still so low though. A single shot will finish Fang, and the flank will be spotted, but it won't be able to come out in through the smoke.
Solid start for MIBR in this round. Vantage already picked up, and Bit is in a position to try and follow up upon that, but JT bests him in the duel. So pulls that kill back into the 4v4, but keep note of the time and the transition of MIBR push through the hut. Jota has been found, but the push from MIBR taking the lobby control back. Fang is going to hear those steps. They have to get the pick here quickly, and Turtle will nearly gets away with a second, but will they expect exit? They were still transition and focused on that, but couldn't quite take him out. 2v2 as MIBR have to play the retake. Floppy puts the bomb down.
Strong post-plant position for JT though in Heaven. Floppy will be stuck on the site, so it's up to JT to play off his teammate because Floppy's in a really rough spot.
Time ticking for MIBR. Cello with one flash in hand starts to maneuver his way closer to the site, but as you pointed out, JT towards Heaven is going to be so difficult to flush out. He's in the power position, and Floppy just hiding, buying time, pulling them in. They know JT's up towards Heaven. They have to try and cover him off, and they've got the pick. Oh, for
just not able to close it out, and now the pistols try and pounce.
Just bombarding their way through, and they're actually getting picks out of it. Complexity with 2 kills. Maybe there's more to this because Complexity have found not only the bomb plant, but another kill as well. So it's Jota and it's Bit into a 2 versus 4. And you look at the weapons Complexity brought to this round, you didn't expect this result. But they have a chance to, well, they have closed it out at this point. MIBR going for the save. And so Complexity, that is a little lifeline given to them. That's their first round picked up here.
I was not expecting this to be so successful for Complexity. With just the pistols pushing out through Squeaky, they lost that first fight. They just have players able to wrap in from main 2, wrap in from different positions. And now they've got 3 rifles in hand, which is really nice to help that economy out early.
Yeah, Jota might be able to take away a couple of them here if he gets around the corner. They're all lined up. It's 2 for Jota, make it 3. And those rifles later round, but keep track of that. Complexity could recover their woes by winning this one. Cello, that is damn clean. Quick to the headshot as Grim is plucked out of the round, and Cello's gonna have to deal with the onslaught of players, and deal with it he will. Bomb down alongside 2 extra players, and Complexity down to just Floppy and JT.
Beautifully done by Cello. Just all about that crosshair placement for all those kills.
Wow.
Yota doing the exact same, holding the right position. The utility wasn't strong enough to force Cello off that angle. I think there was a flash going in, but it didn't seem to blind him, ended up potentially going too deep. It was a smart reposition from Cello, and just the first shot was so quick too. And Floppy oftentimes is that man asked to be the trade fragger. Well, in this
not enough to go down and be eliminated. They're really trying to get something. Finally, Grim gets his first kill of the tournament, and it's on to Bit to take him out of the round and tie things up. But 30 seconds, MIBR move forward into the hut again. They've taken that lobby back. They've pulled the kill back on Grim, and Complexity are trying to find what holes available to them.
He is weak.
And they've decided it's the B site.
He is weak, the rotator. Wow, Yacht is here alone right now, but he's hard to flush out from this position.
Yeah, he's going to be mollied into the open. It's 1, and it's 2 for Jota. That is so clean. And just like that, that's the round. Complexity, well, can't compete here.
Floppy's going to try, but try as he might.
The advantageous position, Turtle hangs around to try and deal with JT, but he bests him as well. So JT is doing a lot of work right now, and he might get a little bit more. Cello repositions deeper into the vent, just waiting for JT to drop on down. But JT isn't doing that. He's just staying around and buying time in doing so. Oh, he's on top of his head. Missed shot from Cello. JT unable to get the pick. Eventually, Cello recovers for the no-scope. And the time is ticking here. Complexity looking to just run it dry completely. Oh, Cello hits the shot on the cross as Junior comes back down. And Cello now goes to sidearm. Headshot is there. Fine holding from the side. A big double. And Cello's not close, but he knows where he's coming from. And Fine has the crosshair ready, and Fine keeps it clean and wins the most important round. Turtle then peeks as the smoke fades away. It's Grim who's ready for Turtle to phase that, and that kill comes through. Jota has traded out onto JT, so we're still at the 4v4, but again, the time, it is a limiting factor here, and Complexity line up. Exit just swipes the legs from beneath them, Grim and Fang in a sticky mess on the ground. And Complexity need to make up a lot of ground in the remaining 20 seconds. It's hard to see how they even get into that competitive position, especially with Junior playing far back from Squeaky. Floppy failing to hit the mark on that kill, but oh, lovely shots from Junior. Unfortunately, was never really in the position. Now quick, after the Squeaky door, Turtle unable to get the first pick, but Jota will. And now it's all chaos in the smoke at the doorway, but it's MIPR that are handling it. They found the first 2 kills. Finally one pulled back by Junior. But there's a lot more needed where that came from.
JT dropping down, nice position to get that kill onto Bit, and now Yard is open, but Jota, perfect timing on the peek up. That's his 2nd kill on the round. And Complexity down in a 2v3. We might see more aggression through Hut. Exit's pushing behind them.
Yeah, because there's still 2 players up on the rifles, that allows Cello to just continue to hold his position. Goes out with a nade in hand and will get picked out, but
soon if this play were to come through.
Yeah, a bit towards the back of the side, gets 1. Quick trade there from Fang, at least keeps Complexity afloat in this position. 14 seconds
Rotate
left.
down the vents is there.
Yeah, bomb plant is starting to come through, but luckily on the other side of the cylinder, so Jota couldn't deny it. Complexity get the bomb down. There might just be a little bit of hope at the end of this half. 4 rounds. It is the absolute below the minimum threshold, but maybe with 11-4 half, there's some possibility it's staying competitive to move into the second, but they must pull this one out. They must hold on to this with a white knuckle grip. They're starting to lose some of that grip now with Turtle's kill. Junior AWP picked up, just turning on a swivel and finding a couple. And Turtle will try his best, but the time is no. He's starting his flank down the secret stairs, Exit holding off the ramp play. And MIPR have got their areas covered for the time being, but it's Jota that is all about the play here, Hawker.
Oh, they're not looking. Just as they go forwards, Jota hits them in the back, but he hasn't spotted the 2nd man.
Yeah, that's a big problem because now JT was given an opportunity to take down his teammate. So MIPR 2v2, bomb yet to be planted in Bit, making a lot of noise. No secret about where he's heading with this one. Up the vent he goes with the bomb safely on his back. He's going to lock that plant in, and JT in the vent waits for that rotation up. And now Bit, 24 HP. The coach standing in for the side, looking to pull off a 1 versus 2 clutch alone. Tap on the defuse has been had. Bit eventually will give away his position. Another tap. Bit continues to let them know exactly where he's playing from, but eventually Complexity are going to have to get onto that defuse. Bit, will he go for it this time? The spam not coming in. It's the full 10 seconds being stuck around the corner. They've got off it now, and Bit, he has not bit down. He has not swung, and Bit, you can't pull them away.
You can't go for the A play here, though. With this little utility, I think they've realized they've got to just go for Yard.
Yeah.
Especially with the AKs.
Safe call here for MIPR. The right one, but Grim holding. Oh, wow. Oh, Grim is not going to be happy about that. Cello hard clears him and hits the headshot.
That's the other thing. The MIBR players have been hitting some really good shots.
Absolute bangers, right? It's been incredible.
This is why this team has had some upsets earlier in the year. Right at the start of the year, we're seeing the individuals again.
No way. The double stack in Hut just gets cleared out by one man. Jota takes both down. Ooh. Fine doing his best to dig in deep. Off a mass in hand.
And here come the nades.
Here comes the players, charging their way in. Cello just rips apart the top side player of Grim. He was on the Hut trying his best, but his best not enough right now. It's Complexity with the 2 players at Heaven. They have the flashes at the ready. They've got some utility for this, and they're at the ready.
Molly slowed it down so significantly, though. It's pushed them really far back. Complexity only have a single flash to try and find a way in, but they're getting locked out by MIBR's utility.
Oh, Floppy towards Heaven. Turtle getting a double kill, ripping them apart. And MIPR, what a statement showing in their opening best of 1. And for Complexity.
But it's been sold a ruse. It is a ruse. It's into A that the bomb goes for big.
This bomb plant should come in unopposed as well, because they're just going to continue to sell that fake. So ZTR does find the 2. And so now Big, they will get that bomb plant down, but it is a 4 versus 2. Okay, that's great from Crimbo. Sets the stage.
Just pushes forward, tries to take that aggressive fight, something that they needed to do in the 4-on-2. Bring the numbers back in favor a little bit. He's playing a pretty cheeky angle here as well. Hears those footsteps, knows that they're coming, finds the
Perfect.
timing again, and this might be it. NIP, they've worked so hard to get to this point, but they're going to lose a 4-on-2. ZTR needs to clutch it. Crimbo, he's going to be smoked off, but time is of the essence. On to the bomb. ZTR must go peek out, and Crimbo will win it. A huge round from him. He gets 3 frags, and 16 is on the board for Big. It took a little while.